Hi VC, George back with another video. Today I've only got 5 records to show you. Things are quieting down. They'll probably go mad next month, but 5 records in the last couple of weeks. So the song you heard in the intro there was the Countess of Fife, obviously, and the album is Star of the Sea. So this is Fife. Wandering Star was the song. Fife, who originally was in the Rosillos / Revillos, the Edinburgh new wave band. It's a gatefold. So this was what do you call them? A kickstart, which I paid into about 1.5 years ago, or more. And so it finally came out this week. CD was out about six months ago, I would say, probably. So it's been quite a wait to get it. You know, I don't buy a lot of pop or rock records these days, but the reason I bought it was my mate plays guitar on this, Alan McDowell. I think he's since left the band, I believe. So Alan co-wrote half the songs, or quite a few of the songs, the guitarist. There's Alan there. So Alan was a big friend of mine for years, many years, and he made a single and nearly got a recording contract. He'd done PO sessions and things, supported The Clash, and when bands came to Edinburgh, his band were a country punk band, and this is what's he's got Sheila into Fife, Sheila into a bit country music here, and I think she's still doing Revillos gigs and whatever, but she's heavily promoting her new band. Yeah, I think Alan's moved on for whatever reason, but Alan got me into loads of music, being a musician. It was great. We used to work together and drink coffee all day and get no work done and just talk about music, and he would get me into loads of bands. So it was great. Finally he's appeared on an album, and yeah, it's a great album. It's not Fife, it's the Countess of Fife. So yeah, so it was quite funny. It wasn't really funny, but there's a wee shop at the end of my street. Got a record shop here, but there's a wee second-hand shop, which I never go in. They sell DVDs, used games and CDs and things, but he's got a wee vinyl section. I never go in the charity shops here. I maybe go in once every 6 months. A couple of weeks ago I was bored, so I popped in just to have a look, and knowing that I wouldn't buy anything, but I just had time to kill really, or was bored. So yeah, so I had a look and came across this album. And Alan, my friend, had bought me this album years ago, and I thought, I've got that album, Captain Beefheart, Clear Spot from 1972. So I put it back, but it's on Reprise, and it's been issued by Rhino. It says it's your limited edition, high quality, blah, blah, blah. Virgin vinyl from the Analog Master, you know, and that perked my interest. That Rhino had reissued it. Anyway, I put it back because I've got it, and so I was looking around, I went back to my phone and I went, that's not in my Discogs. Strange. So I think it was like £6 or something. Sometimes the guy overpriced things and sometimes he underprices things. So anyway, I grabbed it, and this is a fantastic album. So Captain Beefheart, most people would probably go into Trout Mask Replica, and that's probably the last album of Captain Beefheart you want to get. So this is about the 7th album Captain Beefheart released. Trout Mask was maybe about the 4th album. But the album you want to get is this, or his first album we done. Ry Cooder was in the band. Safe as Milk is a great album, which I've got in CD. I never got in vinyl. And Clear Spot, really bluesy, just a fantastic album, and it sounds great, so I'll give you a wee tune of that. So also, Bebop Deluxe Futurama second album is a three-piece band. Now when CD came in, you know, this was my big band of the 70s. CD came in, I made sure I had loads of copies. So the Bebop Deluxe albums, at least I had 3 copies of everything. Maybe I had an American import. I used to have a demo, promo copy of this. It disappeared. I must have left it at a show somewhere. But they had this, and I thought, £8, and it looks a lot cleaner. Original looks a lot cleaner than my issue. It's hard to give your originals away, isn't it? So I gave it a wee clean. It's on the Harvest label. This is the original inner, nice and clean. But the main reason I bought it for £8 was it had this wee flyer in there of the album when it was released. There's Charlie Tuhamai on bass, New Zealand guy. Yeah, so it's cleaner than my copy. And if anybody in the UK wants my old original, give me a bell. I'll post it on. Yeah, so Bebop Deluxe. I spoke loads about them before, I think, and Bill Nelson, and their second album is a powerhouse trio. Roy Thomas Baker produced this, so he was doing Queen at the time. It's quite a big sound on it. It's got the minor hit single Made in Heaven, and I'll give you a wee bit. Funny enough, I mean, this is the one album I go back to all the time, and I don't play a lot of old pop music, rock music, but this is always a demo disc for me, and I'm having a listen. And funny enough, I'll give you a wee blast of the song Jean Cocteau, which is quite jazzy and quite not really like what Bebop really done, but I'll give you a wee blast of that. So another wee favourite, we're getting into jazz now. 2 jazz albums I'm going to show you. This one's a bit of an upgrade, or a big upgrade, and can't remember why I went searching again. Maybe it's just because I have a search on for Sonny Rollins, and it's original soundtrack. Sonny plays Alfie. Alfie is by Michael Caine. Sonny Rollins, the Alfie soundtrack. This is the first UK 1966 mono copy, and it was hard to give up that. I've traded in my copy, which was just a run-of-the-mill copy. So it's nice to get this. It was listed as excellent, tip-on sleeve. It was listed as excellent or near mint, can't remember, but played it, it was quite noisy, washed it. And side one's got a couple of wee blips in it, but I may try washing now again, see if it happens. But anyway, for £20, I mean, the price, I think it was maybe £40 is average on Discogs, and you'll pay a lot more for this. His Master's Voice, it's made in Great Britain. it does sound really, really good. This would be the original inner. Nice to get stuff like that. Now, everybody here in the UK knows like the soundtrack or the song to the movie Alfie, which isn't on the LP, is Cilla Black. So what I done was managed to find, I don't buy 7 inches very often. I show one a year maybe. I buy one a year. Cilla Black, and that's just to stick inside the album. Alfie, Nighttime is here, also UK original from 1966 on the EMI Parlophone label. And because I was looking on eBay, the music to Alfie was on there. I'm still under the price of Discogs when you add in these two. This is Faulty Bits. So Alfie, there's Cilla Black there, to the people who don't know Cilla, from Liverpool. She was a big friend of the Beatles at the time. Burt Bacharach. Song was written by Bacharach and David, obviously, and just the music just to stick in there. We're collectors. We do these things. Okay, so last one. I'll give you a wee tuney Alfie first.
Is it just for a moment we live? What's it all about when you say I'll be? Are we meant to take more than we give? Or are we meant to be kind and give? Only fools are kind.
Last but not least is I was in my record shop a month or two ago, my local record shop, and Davey goes, got the new Dorothy Ashby album in, and I just went in one ear and the other. I was obviously he probably got it for me, hoping I would buy it. He does that, but it was on the shelf. I barely looked at it, but the new Dorothy Ashby, I think it's a 4, 5, 6 album box sets came out. Everybody's been, well, some folk have been showing and giving good reviews, and I don't know her. But she plays the harp, and I like the harp. I really like the harp, and I thought she needed investigation, so I was going to buy one album from the box set, cheap version, just to get a feel of it. Anyway, I was in my record shop and I says, you got a Dorothy Ashby album? He says, aye, there it's there. I says, okay, give it. So this was released about a month ago. Dorothy Ashby, Rubaiyat of Dorothy Ashby. So this was on it's on Cadet. And it's a Verve by Request series, pressed at Third Man Records in Detroit. So some would say cheap man's Alice Coltrane. Obviously she's getting into the spiritual jazz here. I think she went to the same school as Alice Coltrane. I don't know if that was to learn the harp or whatever, I'm not very sure. 3, 5, so there's about 10 songs on this. Now she sings on this. I don't think she maybe sings on her other LPs. Not on all tracks, vocal and harp, and then she plays, where are we? The koto. So I presume is that a made up harp or is that the koto? Don't know. Yeah, it's really good. Really good. I'm really enjoying it, and yeah, it's not Alice Coltrane, but probably want to investigate Dorothy Ashby a wee bit more. This was recorded in '69 and released in 1970. So you can pick up now for, I don't know, I looked online, it's quite dear. I mean, it cost me maybe £24. I mean, it goes, I don't know where they get their prices sometimes, you know, but I paid £24 for it, which I think is quite reasonable. And not a lot of musicians on the album, but yeah, worth a listen. Nice album. Okay guys, wee short one. I'll give you a wee quick tune of that. Have a good week. Catch you later.
Looks for us again. How often the year after when she wax and wane.